Mobile Web West Africa 2013 here at 4 Points Hotel. And we're here with Alex Dadson, who's a Senior Director of Qualcomm West Africa. Thank you so much for talking to TechLoy today.
Sure.
So basically, you just did a presentation a few minutes ago, and it was pretty much about what Qualcomm has done in driving smartphone utilization and in terms of content and services. You've worked with several brands, Techno and the rest of them. One question that would come to our mind is the fact that you currently don't have engineers at the moment in Nigeria or in Africa. So if there are issues with chipsets, for example, maybe if they go bad, for example, how would Qualcomm come into play to actually handle such situations?
Okay, so in actual fact, we do have engineers.
Okay.
My office here in Nigeria has a PhD level electrical engineer who is resident here in Nigeria, but he's not even the person who would work on such problems. We have an engineering services organization. The head of that group is actually in South Africa, but the team is here pretty much all the time. That engineering services group is working with operators to address quality of service in their data networks. They are also working very closely with OEMs who are using our technologies and want to introduce products in the Nigerian market. So we do have the engineering resources. It's just a few in Africa. However, they have access to a much bigger global organization which is distributed throughout the world. And whenever we need more support, we just bring them into the market.
Good stuff. So tell us about your partners. At the moment, are you working with BlackBerry? Because
our customers are pretty much all the tier one OEMs. We certainly have design wins with BlackBerry, with Samsung, with HTC, LG, and so on. As I mentioned in my presentation, we are a leading player in this wireless sector. In the chipset business, we are the de facto leader, and we work with over 85 OEMs worldwide.
Last question. You said that most of these phones can actually be cheaper, given that your chipsets could actually be sold at a very lower rate, because obviously we've seen that Techno has sold lots of smartphones. For example, the entry is the best-selling, like you said, in Nigeria at the moment. However, other smartphones like the S4 and the rest of them are sold at a higher rate, right? Do you think that phones like Techno can bring that revolution? They're entry-level smartphones, but do you think they'll bring that revolution that is needed for the African market or for the Nigerian market as against other phone brands that sell on the high end?
Of course, we take a portfolio approach in our approach to chipsets, and so we certainly have the very high-end chipsets used for extremely capable devices, and we also have entry-level type offerings. At the entry level, the target customer is really the mass market consumer. And those chipsets are very capable. They are also running Android, just like the high-end ones. However, the high-end ones may have certain extensions that are not yet present in the low-end device. However, they are all very capable. Our goal as Qualcomm is to constantly bring all our innovations to the entire breadth of our portfolio. And so what you would see is, over time, even the entry-level chipsets, such as the one that is powering the N3 or the P3, would become extremely capable and be able to mirror some of the high-end features that you see for some of the Tier 1 brands.
Thanks for your time, Alex.
Good, thank you.
All right, good to see you.
Okay, it's okay.